Uh, okay, okay. No, nothing. Mr. Screen is not stick there. You all are in mute. I stopped screen sharing right now. I got a feedback from my backend team is that people are still waiting in lobbies. So really sorry that we are asking you to wait little bit. We are waiting for few folks also joining right now. So our team is advising me to wait for a couple of more minutes more. Uh, and people are still waiting in lobbies. I am just granting that access. So yeah. So meanwhile, those who joined right now, granted that permissions. Okay, loud speak. Yeah. So am I audible now, Nadeem? Can I get a feedback? Just you can use that emojis as well. Yeah, audible, audible. Great, great, great. So no, I am not sharing a screen right now. Your instructor will start sharing a screen in a couple of minutes more. Comfort Design team advised me to wait for a couple of minutes more. People are joining right now, still joining, and yeah. Today is a holiday, and we know and really appreciate that you joined early. But yeah, so yeah. Those who joined right now, can I get your detail like your academics or professional background, those who haven't shared or locations from your join right now? And yeah, so any feedback, just like a initial, I'm just trying to build a platform here. Okay, actually, see application engineer. Okay, Usman, great. Okay, yeah, yeah. Java is working as a mechanical site engineer. Oh, great, Dubai. It's a different time zone. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, folks. Based on respective time zones, civil engineer as well. I can see civil engineer. We are unable. Okay. So basically, Chandrakant, you are on by default on mute, and let us know. In Q&A session, we will provide that access as well. You can able to unmute yourself and you can able to talk. Means that Q&A sessions right now. Uh, just it will be a chat will be your mode of communication for all. We will grant your access. Yeah, we will ask you raise your hand and then we will provide you mic access as well. So I can able to see one question currently enrolled at Comfort Designing, HVC Designing and Drafting. Okay, great, Akram. Yeah, love to see our student as well in the sessions. Sir, I have a diploma in mechanical engineering and currently working as in a start. Oh, great, a startup and finding money. Okay, yeah, wow. Yeah, all the best for your job hunt and do check out as our page as well. So if share profile as well. So we have opportunities in future. We will connect with you as well. So yeah, share, check with Comfort Design team as well. So yeah, junior facilities engineer Mohammed Imran. Okay, great mechanical engineer. Okay, so if Comfort Design team is also with us and backend do also allow the people waiting in lobbies. I still can see that multiple folks in the lobbies. Okay, great. I can see HRK raise his hand and Pranay as well. Uh, HVAC site engineer. So, Pranay, do you want to be unmute? Are you looking for unmute? So if you have any questions right now, do ask. I am just actively checking your chat box. I'll reply over there. Otherwise, for mic access, otherwise just lower down your hand. So yeah, working in HVAC site engineer now, looking to change in SVA. Oh, love to see domain change as well. Please tell about you. Okay, okay, great. So it's I already received a confirmation from our team. Sorry for the delay, couple of minutes more. But right now, over to you, our instructor Irfan sir. Irfan will take care from now onwards. So yeah, please proceed, and I will be on mute.
Okay, am I audible to you all? Uh, Imran sir, am I audible to you? Okay, great. You all can hear me. Okay. So now I'm gonna start. Just give me a couple of minutes. Am I visible to you? Can you see me? Okay. So now, as we are moving to complete our webinar on the topic HAP 6.2, like you can see that we are just conducting our webinar on this topic. So the thing is, why have we chosen to go with HAP 6.2? Because you can see that like it's been years we are doing heat load calculation on Excel sheet, HAP, and doing manually also. Now we have got one update from the HAP team that they have modified, they had updated their version from 4.2, 5.2, 5.9, and all other versions. You can see there were some shortcomings that were needed to be updated. Now we got one update that is one of the most important update in HAP. That is we are able to create the model of the building, whatever that building looks like. Now,
Sorry for the interruption, Irfan sir. I'm not sure. Are you shared on a screen, or because there's multiple folks in the chat window, he is not able to see your screen. If you're not sharing, that's okay. But if you are sharing your screen, it's not visible for to us in multiple folks.
actually, I'm not sharing screen currently.
Okay,
Currently,
great.
I've just turned on my video only.
Oh, great, great. Okay, yeah. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah. Please
Okay,
proceed.
no issue. I'll start sharing screen once I'll go in the flow of explaining how this application is gonna work. So I'll share the screen after that. Now, I was just trying to introduce you to the HAP part, like what HAP is, like what are the basic changes, what are the major changes that we have got in the HAP 6.2 from the previous version. So the major change in HAP 6.2 we have is we have got a new feature in which we have to create a model of the building that for which we are going to do our heat load. This is the new update, and rest of the items are same, and we are getting new codes, new standards of ASHRAE, say whatever standards we are going to follow. We have all those standards in updated version. So this is what we have received from HAP. Now I'll directly jump into the HAP software so that you can get to know how can we use the HAP software, how that's gonna work, how will you be able to calculate the heat load using the HAP 6.2. Okay, so like I'm just going to share my screen with you all. Please confirm if you are able to see my screen. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. Is my window visible to you? Is my window visible to you? Okay. Okay. So I'm moving with the HAP interface. So the interface of the HAP, whenever you open HAP, you get this interface that you have right now on the screen. You can see clearly that it is asking for what's new, and it is just saying what's new in the HAP and all that. You can read all these things and then proceed. Okay. So what we have to do, we just have to click on OK and move forward to doing the actual calculation. Okay. Now, if you have previously worked on any other project, then you can just browse those projects. I'm not going to explain you those basic things because I know most of you are from the industry and you know about the basics of app, what were the previous version. But what's new in the 6.2 that we are going to get in this session. Okay, so I'll start with a fresh project that is here. We will just click on new, and our app will take some time to open the preferences. Now for the lead rating, what we'll do, we'll just choose the latest lead rating that has been given here, that is lead version 4, and then we'll choose the ventilation standard, the latest ASHRAE ventilation standard that is here 62.1 and 2019. Okay, for energy standards, again we will choose 90.1 2019, which is the latest one. And again in 6.2, we have not got the logo of Indian rupees. So that's very sad for us. So we have only rupees, euro, dollars, and all those. So you can just manually type RS, or if you want to keep it in dollars, you can keep it into the dollars only. Now you have new option here, that is populate new project with default space types. Okay, what you have to do is you have to just tick mark over here and select the building type. Whatever building type you are going to calculate the heat load for. Like if you are going to calculate heat load for a building which is a training center, or which is an educational institute, any school, any hospital, whatever type of the building that is, you have to choose that building type. Right now you can see here are some sections: correction facility, courthouse, education, K-12, education, university, hospital, healthcare, and there are multiple options. So you only have to choose for which purpose your building is gonna serve. So I am the project that I have chosen to calculate here is an office building. Okay, so I'll tick mark office only. If you are going to choose any educational center, then you have to choose education one, education two. There are two sections. So you can get to know about like what are in those sections. So you have to tick mark whichever field your building is gonna serve for, which whatsoever is the purpose of your building to serve. Okay, now you have to click on OK and proceed. Then after you have project option, you have general options in which you are getting like your unit. If you are going to proceed with IP unit, or if you want to proceed with SI unit, SI metric unit, you can choose that. Okay, I am proceeding with IP English only. Okay, now you have to click OK and your heat load will start. Now you can see here like we have weather properties, building floor plan, and the new thing we have is model space models. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we have to just start with the weather properties. As you can see, the weather property here, you only have to just double click on it and you will see that weather parameters here on the screen. If I'm speaking a little faster or you are not able to get any of my words, you can just type that in the chat box and you will get the response for that also. Okay, now you have to put the design parameter here. For design parameters, you can see it is by default Chicago, but we have to choose the location of our project wherever our project is serving. Like if my building is in Delhi, India, then you will choose Delhi. If that location is in Mumbai, you will choose Mumbai. If that location is Dubai, you will choose Dubai, whatever the location is. So what will happen? You have to just tap on the select option and it will a new wizard will be here where you will see two options: name of the local city or town, or latitude. So the interesting thing about this feature is this is also a new feature that was not in the previous version. So the interesting thing about this is that you can get any location, like most of the locations of from the map. Okay, like if I write any small city name from India, like you can see Cochin, uh, Cochin. What is Koch? There is some city Koch, Kochi. Kochi, Japan, Cochinda, India. There are multiple cities, whatever names they are given. You can get those names. Like there is one city in India that is Gorakhpur, which was not previously into the HAP. Here you can get Gorakhpur also. So what will happen? What happened now? You will get the nearby climate stations or the weather station that is nearby to that location. You will be able to get that location here. So I am just proceeding with the location that is Hyderabad, in order to calculate the heat load of a building. So I will write Hyderabad. I got the location of Hyderabad, Pakistan and India. So I'm choosing India. Uh, After selecting on Hyderabad, India, you have to just tap on next. You will get that the nearby climate stations or weather stations are here, where you have whichever you want to choose, you can choose here. Okay, you can see there are lists of those weather stations that are in the nearby, and it is in the map format also. So you have Kurnool nearby Solar, the nearest to Hyderabad city is Hyderabad Bagpet, and we have Ramagundam, whatever those cities are. So we are proceeding with Hyderabad, then I'll choose the Hyderabad here and click on the next option. Here we got the climatic conditions of the Hyder as for the Hyderabad in summer, winter, and all those whatever things that we were previously feeding we manually using psychometric chart and looking after the handbook of Ashray and all that. All these things will be taken care by HAP itself here in this updated version. Okay, now you don't have any next option, so you only have to click on the finish and you will be able to see here that Hyderabad, India is here. Now what happened, it has chosen the latitude, longitude, elevation, and climate zone, time zone, all these things by default, which is accurate. Actually, why this is accurate? Because this is the one of the most latest version of the app, and in the latest version they have taken care of all these things. Now you can see the climate zone section here. In the climate zone section you are able to see that it is showing outside here extremely hot, humid. So it is by default it have the have chosen this one thing that is extremely hot and humid section. But you can see there are multiple options that you can change it also. Like if you are living somewhere, if you are designing for a building somewhere far from Hyderabad, and where the location where the climatic condition is not extremely humid, hot and humid, where but the look the climatic condition of that area is hot and dry. So at that point of time, you will have to choose the dry portion. And now I am proceeding with the humid section, because the Hyderabad location having the outside condition of extremely hot and humid. And now, for the summer or winter or whatever condition you are going to design, okay, you will have one option, that is summer condition. You can design the system on 0.4% of cooling, or you can design it on 1%, 2%, 0.4% dehumidification, and all these that we know about as per the heat load system. Or you can just define it by your own. You can just change all these things, whatever whatever data you want to manipulate here, whatever changes you want to do here, you can do here. But I'll go with 0.4% of cooling, because this is the somewhere around the average that we get maximum in a year. So 0.4% is okay for us to choose here. And for winter also we have 99.6, and we have custom option also here. So we'll proceed with 99.6 of the percent of the heating. Okay, so this is what we have chosen here for the design climatic condition. Now, I'll what I'll do in this project, because HAP 6.2 is not very small to cover in such in like in a 2 hour or 1 hour session. What I'll do, I'll just tell you how to use this software only. I'll not go too deep into the technicals, because when I'll go into the technical, what will happen, it will consume multiple time, that it will consume lots of time that is like not available for us at this point of time. We have very limited time, so I'll try to cover most of the things of the software only. I'll not go into the technicality, like why are we choosing 0.4% only and all these things. I'll just cover the how the software is gonna help you in order to calculate the heat load only. Okay, so now we have just filled out the design parameters. Then we will proceed with the design temperatures. You will click here. There is nothing to do here. Again, design solar, nothing to do here. Again, we don't have nothing to do with the simulation part also. What we'll do, we'll just, if you want to use this weather as a default for other projects also, you can just choose here, save as default weather data. Now what will happen, it will always show by default that Hyderabad location is the climatic condition of Hyderabad, like the way it was saying for Chicago initially. Okay, now you have to just click on OK, and your weather properties is completely saved. Okay, so now we have to work on the building floor plans. For building floor plans, we have here like drastic change in the HAP 6.2 that was not in the previous version, which is actually really very much helpful for everyone who is going to do heat load calculation in future. And I'll request you all to shift to HAP 6.2, because this is like very handy to use. This is very easy. This is very user friendly also for us to do heat load calculation using this version. That's why I'm saying so what you have to do, just click on the new building. Obviously, the interface is same as it was previously. Click on new building, and you'll see you'll get two options: building wizard and import floor plan drawings. So what it is asking, you have to just import one of your building floor drawings, whatever how many floors of your building is there. You have to just import all those layouts in this HAP 6.2, and then you have to do the 3D modeling of that thing. After doing the 3D modeling, what will happen? You will be able to see your building in a 3D view in the HAP itself, and you will be able to figure out like if you are missing anything or not in the building. Okay, import the floors plans and then proceed, and you have to click on the next option. Okay, next. Now it is asking for building type and levels. There are three options here, that is single level, at or above grade, multiple levels, at or above grade, and the last one is the other option. So I'm proceeding with multiple levels and two floor building only. I'll not proceed with 10 floor building or 9 floor building, whatever. I'll proceed with two floor building, and then I'll click on the next option. I have the grade basement option. Okay, if my ground floor or the first floor or zero floor is at grade, that is on the ground level, or a single basement level, or multiple basement level, or level above grade, whatever is there. Okay, so I'll just choose at if choose that my level is at the grade. Okay, at grade means at the ground. So I'll click on the next option after choosing this and finish. Now my building, like building properties are here. I have just given the input of my building, how my building is and where it is actually placed. Now we have the building properties option, in which we have to give the general information about the building, like what is the actual height of my building. So like I am just giving the name to this building, like what do you say, ABBL, ABB building. Okay, ABB building. What will happen? What next I have to do? You can see here, it is just asking to give me the input for level to level height. Like what is our total floor area? What is my total floor space from ceiling to the slab? That is 12 feet here. It is marked. Let me mark it to 14 feet. Okay, it is 14 feet. Then it will consider as the level to 14 feet. I am not going into the technical again. I am saying the building height may be 12, maybe 14, maybe 15, maybe 10. I am not going into that. So I am just choosing a 14 feet of height of the building. Okay, and like glazing or window, you can say the window frame is at the level of 3 feet. Okay, you can change it by clicking here. If my opening of the elevation is 2 feet, you can just choose it from here. Now you can see here are two options, that is ceiling space and raised floor. So what is ceiling space? Like if in your building there is a false ceiling at any specific level. So you for that you will have to choose the ceiling level also. And one other section will be added here, where you will have to enter the floor to ceiling height. What will be your floor to ceiling height? I am proceeding with 11 feet of floor to ceiling height. Okay, 11 feet of floor to ceiling height. Then you can also see one more option here, if that is the raised floor. Like you can see there are multi buildings where their floor is a little bit raised with some height of 1 feet or a half feet, or like you can say 1.5 feet, whatever as per the requirement of the client, or sometimes it's raised above 2 feet or 3 feet. So you can choose, if your building is raised with 1 feet height, you can choose that. If you have false ceiling, you can just tick this mark. If you don't have any false ceiling in the building, what you have to do is just untick it. I'm proceeding with no ceiling available in the building. Okay, now you are done with the elevation of the building. Then you have to move to the floor plan images. You can see here we have one option from file, where you have to input the PDF of the building, like what way what is the like how your building looks like, what is the PDF of that building. What you'll have to do, you have to just insert your PDF here, like how you are going to do that. Okay, so what you will do, you will just choose your folder wherever that thing is, and you have to input your folder here. So I have two levels of my building, that is zero level and one level, that is ground floor and first floor. So I am just firstly I can just upload all these PDF one by one, or I can select both and tap on open. Now my floor plan will be uploaded here, and I'll have to just click on OK. So you can see my floor plans are here. But HAP is not that much smart to understand that you are referring this floor as a ground floor or this floor as a first floor. So I'll have to give it that thing. Before giving it any of the sizes, or like what is the height of and all these, you will have to adjust one more thing here. Like let me tell you what are the things that you need to adjust here. One thing you are always aware about in the heat load part, that we have to give the orientation of the building. One important thing in the HAP or heat load is we have to put the orientation, size of the rooms. Like we are importing the PDF part only, not we are importing, not we are not importing the CAD thing. So if we are not importing the CAD thing, then how will it get to know that your what is the actual size of your building? For that, you have to just click on this and enter edit. And you can see you will get one dialog box here. It is asking the name. It is just saying the name of your PDF, whatever is the name. And then it is saying like set the north orientation of the building, like where the north is. If you'll say select right, your north will be on the right. If you'll select down, it will be on the down. If you'll select on sketch, what will happen? You will have to just give the direction of north. Like my north is on somewhere 41 degrees or north or anywhere. You can just choose the north of the building as per the availability, as per the site location, whatever is over there. So I'm just proceeding that my orientation of the building is north at the top. Okay. Next thing that we have, how will it get to know that the room size is, this is a BSNL room. How will it get to know that the room size is 2825 into 3100 mm? It will not be able to understand. Let me measure how is, what size is it showing. Okay. So here is one option we have to measure. I am just going to measure it. What is it is saying? It is saying 113. That is somewhere around 30. 13 fits, then I think this is not the correct size. So we have to scale this thing also. So what we'll do, we'll just convert this to fit firstly. Okay. So what I'll do, just open calculator and convert what we have 2825 divide by 25.4. What we'll get? Triple 1.22. That is somewhere around 9 feet. 9 feet and 3 inches. Okay. 9 feet and 3 inches. So now I have to scale it down to 9 feet and 3 inches. How will I do? I'll just click on the set scale 2. Okay. So in order to set that, I'll have to just click on here. If you have any specific scale, like your drawing is on a scale of 1 is to 100, 1 is to 200, 1 is to 50, 1 is to 20, these scales are given over here. But I'll suggest you not to go with these things because sometime it will cause error. You can what is the best option for you? You have to choose the sketch here. Just tap on sketch and click here first point and then second point. Okay, and give the scale it as a scale of what we have got, 9 feet and 3 inches. So 3 inches and press OK. Now it has been scaled to that. This drawing is completely excelled to that level. Now if you will measure these things, like what's the length or height of this building, whatever length is here, you will have to just measure here. You will get a data that is 9 feet and 2 inch. It is saying like this is PDF, so the slightly or 1 inch or 2 inch error may come into that. But this is okay. While doing heat load calculation, it will not create any major impact on that. Because I have measured it somewhere here, somewhere here, and let me measure here. Like I have started it from this point to this point. You can see it is reaching somewhere 9 feet and 3 inch. Now it's okay to say that my building is now as per scale and I can work on my my drawing. So now I am done with orientation part. I am done with the scaling part. Now what I have to do is proceed with the other floor also. So like this, you can see here, it is saying that user specified scale level is here. Now you just have to click OK. And you can see there are two things that it is showing, two symbols here. So what this is, these two symbols are saying actually, scale calibration done and orientation done. That is, these things are S. If you will see here, there's no any option like similar to this. Like I just click my cursor here, you'll see scale calibration no, orientation calibration no. So one option I have is to select here, tap here, and just copy and tap here and just paste. The orientation and the all these things are now in line with the same building. But what let's measure, like there may be some error as these are PDF, so you may get some issues over here. So what you have to do is just zoom somewhere in your drawing and see what's happening, what's the actual size that you are getting here. Okay, so we have a room here. Let me go at the same location that we have done the calculation part. Oh, okay. So here this is. Let me measure what is it saying. 9 feet and 3 inch, 2 inch. It's okay. So like my drawing is scaled perfectly. Now I can proceed with doing my calculation. What if it was saying like it is saying estimated length of 9 feet and 2 inch? What if it says that the estimated length of 8 feet? Then what will happen? I'll have to choose do scaling again as we have done for the ground floor. We'll have to select scale, sketch, and all that. We have to do again, and we'll be able to do the whole scaling part here. Okay, so now we have to just click on OK and proceed. Now our floor plans are ready. We got one option here, that is levels option. So you can see here a floor plan must be selected before level contents can be edited. So what we have to do is firstly select here. This is my level 1, but it is not able to figure out which level am I referring as level 1. So what I'll do, I'll just click on choose here, and it is showing 00 ABBL admin lower version and 01. So I have already mentioned in my PDF that 001 is 00 is the ground and 001 is the first floor level. So you just have to click on 00 ABBL admin lower version. Just click here and your drawing will be visible here. So what we have to do, like if you are creating a 3D model using two PDFs, you can see like my PDF two items may be over each other. Somewhere one may be here and another may be here. Let me just show you somewhere something uh, in the PowerPoint. Just give me a second. Is my screen visible to you? Is my PowerPoint screen visible to you? Let me have a look in the P session. Okay. Someone saying yes. Okay. Yes. Great. So what I mean to say is what we are going to do now here is I have two shapes, like one rectangle here in this PPT, and I am just inserting another new slide here, and I am making and I am just copying this. Okay. So while overlapping, after overlapping, you can see here like this PDF, what do you say? This is this rectangle over here. These two things are not gonna overlap over each other. So what will happen if you'll not give any specific point to my building? These two buildings, like let me change the color of the building. Here is it. So what will happen if I'll overlap this rectangle to here? What will happen? Control C, and then I'm gonna paste here. These buildings are overlapping over here, but they are not in the same line. Like these axes are not in line with each point. Like if this one is column for first floor and this one is for ground floor, these things are not in the same line. These are not at the same point. So I will have to decide any point where these things need to coincide. Like I'll have to put these things over one another so my building can be erected correctly. So this is what we are going to do in our HAP here. In the HAP, we don't have like we are not using any drawing where we have there are grids, so we cannot proceed with the grid thing. We have to give any other parameter to do that thing. So what parameter we have? We have one thing here like lock position. So if I untick this thing, what will happen? The position of my drawing can be dragged anywhere. Okay, if I untick this, so the position of one thing, that is marker, which will also be logged here. So for this, in order to create my drawing correctly, what I have to do, I will have to firstly unlock these things. Like the initially it will be logged like this. What I have to do, just unlock these 2 points and then select on add marker. You can see this is a marker here in the layout, which I have to put somewhere in the drawing to create a reference point where I can just give the one of the base point to my building. So I am just choosing this column point like as a my like marker point. Here I am just selecting this item. Now just log the position of the marker and log the position of the drawing. Now you will not be able to move this drawing. Even after multiple clicks, you will not be able to do that. This will help you out to give the orientation to a building in a better way. Okay, for level 1, I am done with this thing. For level 2, what I'll have to do, click here and I'll have to choose my level 2 plan here. Now you can see the marker is here. So I'll have to move my drawing from this point. So I'll just unlock the position and move, adjust my drawing here. Like I have to adjust it, zoom as much as you can, because the more it will be zoomed, the more clearly you will be able to reach at your specified point easily. So I have just chosen unlock the position over here. So you can see my drawing is now in the correct orientation. Now my building will be in a straight line vertically. Okay, you'll be able to see that thing. Now, all these things, we are done with all these things. Next, I have to allot the wall space, roof, and all these things to this also. For that, what you can see, like in HAP, you were able initially in the previous versions, you can see you were able to do all the wall space and all these things, sizing, their U value, and all these things were in your responsibility to figure out. So I'll just allot these wall spaces and roofs to the building here. Here we have next step, that is wall. So what I'll do, I'll just have to make all these walls for this building. Like here it is toilet, so I'll just select on rectangle, just mark it from here. I got one toilet. Okay. Again, I have like somewhere here, I have some rooms here. Click on here. I'll choose perpendicular, and then okay, here is it. Here is it. Just let me delete it. Okay. So what I'll have to do for this building, actually, this is one of the very time taking thing in the building that we have to do. Let me finish it very quickly. I'll try to finish it very soon. Okay, here is it. I have here the room. Okay, if these walls are overlapping over each other, it will delete the previous line by itself. You need not to worry about that thing. Like I have just created a rectangle here again. It will not create any issue over here. Okay, just I have to click, choose these BSNL rooms and all these things also. Let me complete this. Okay, in between, if you have any question, you can drop those question in the chat box so that instructor or I can reply to the chat your questions also. So you just you can put your question in the chat box. Okay, and give me a moment so that I just draw the building layouts over here. Okay. I am doing this tentatively. I am not making it with very precision because I just have to explain you the concept. So what I am thinking, why should I go with making these different rooms here? What it will be better if I just make it in a single zone. Like if this is a workstation area, I'll just mark all these, just say all these as a workstation. If you are doing heat load calculation for any specific building, you will have to mark these walls also. Obviously, this thing is a time taking task. If I'll start doing that, what will happen? It will consume a lot of our time, and you'll not be able to proceed to our specific thing, like whatever I have to explain to you, I'll not be able to reach at that point. So I'm just creating few big rectangles. I'm not going with these rooms, like there are meeting room, cabin one, cabin two, and all those things. I'll not separate all these things. I'll just make it as a single workstation zone, and then I'll proceed with this. Okay, I think that will help you out in a much better way. Let me just do it in a quick with to the area which is actually required to make only. Okay, like this thing is required here. This thing needs to be separated out, and all these other need zones are gonna have air conditioning. Okay, here it is. Anything. So, yeah. Okay, I think I have made ample amount of zones here in the drawing. So what you will be able to see here, like I am working on level 2. You can see like every if I'm tapping somewhere in the drawing, you can see one zone is gonna get selected here wherever I'm tapping. But you can see it is saying like unnamed space, unnamed space, unnamed space, and everywhere there are unnamed spaces. So I'll have to give names to these rooms also. So how will I give names to these rooms? Like if this is here, I'll have to just double click on here and give it a name like unnamed space. Just let me give it a name. It is trench here, trench here. And if the height of this building is varying from like if the ceiling height of this building is varying from the like standard or general of the building, like if it is having any a false ceiling with some height of 10 feet or any other feet, you will be able to choose that. But I'm not going to do that thing. You will be able to just put it over here and you can proceed with this. You just have to just click on the same level only. If you require, if you need that thing, you can just choose that from like customization option, and you'll get 10 feet 10 feet high bottom of ceiling in the same building. Okay, if your floor is red, then again you can choose a raised floor here from customization option, but I'm proceeding with the same level. Okay, here is it, trench. Now, next area I have is this one, which I am gonna say as breakout conference meeting. Let me make name it as the conference zones. Conference zones. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna customize all these things. Okay. This is actually our conference zone. Next, we have here like WC. Okay. So I'm just double tapping here. WC1 here. WC2. This is HU room. Okay. Again, I have something. A telecall room. TCR1, again telecall room, TCR2. Okay, these are some names that I have assigned here. Now I'll have to move here. I give name to this BSNL room, BSNL room, and okay. Next is server room. Next is reprographics, reprographics 1. Okay, this one is our workstation. So let me name it as a workstations. Okay, this is 110 workstations. So I'm gonna name it as workstation 1. Workstation 1. Okay, and save. So like I have named, okay, there are other unnamed rooms here. Double tap here. Let me name it as corridor. This is actually the entrance zone. So entrance. Now, like we have another workstation and 2, and oh sorry, workstation 2. Next thing I have reprographics 2. The next option that I do have here is actually washroom. So restroom 1. Washroom 1, washroom 2, 2, and any other unnamed space here. Like, okay, here are washroom 3, 3, and here washroom show. So I have given name to all the parts of this building. Okay, I'm not gonna like distinguish between these things, because the our motto is to understand the concept, not to figure out the heat load of this building. Okay, so like if I'll start drawing all these boundaries in this specific building, it will take a lot of time. It will consume a lot of time, and I'll not be able to cover all these things here, because the HAP itself is like one of the very vast software that we actually as a designer we need to understand, because heat load is the base of any uh, project, what any building, any HVAC system, wherever we are doing to design. So it is a basic and it needs to be done very precisely. Whenever you are going to do heat load calculation of any building using HAP, I'll suggest you to proceed with doing precise calculation. Don't do like this, whatever I am doing at this point of time. Like I am just making it into the multiple zones. Like I have given this as a name, like conference room areas. This is not the right way to do. You should have to create a rectangle here and name it as a breakout area. It should be in that thing. Okay. One thing that you can see, like this room is a little bit different, not like a rectangle. So in order to create rooms like this, what you have to do is you have to just select, click here and choose a diagonal part, draw line here to here, again from here to here, it here. Okay, this is how I have drawn this room. Okay, so this is how you will be drawing rooms that are of different size. That's the size of that building is not actually in a square or rectangular form. So for that you can choose that thing from here. And just let me give it as a name as a conference room. Oh, what's this room is called? Breakout area. Okay, breakout area. Okay, now I have given names to like multiple rooms and all these. You can see like the walls and the boundary for this building has been created. This is actually highlighted in the dark purple itself here. So now what I have to do, I have to specify which wall is actually interior wall, exterior wall, because this is a software. It is not understanding if wall is inside the building, it is internal. It's not going to understand. So I'll
Sorry for
have to.
interrupting in past, sir. So, sir, after this, like, I think I can able to see that views are asking for back. So, if you find that at certain point you covered one topic and still there is 30-40 minutes left there, you need to take cover. So, we can consider a break after 5 minutes or maybe as per you. Just complete that part, and if you find it, uh, we can take a break because almost it's an 1 hour you are continuously speaking. So yeah, it's up to you. And sorry
Okay.
for the interruption here.
Okay, no issue.
Yeah.
I'll just take a break. I was also thinking about that. I am just thinking like I have to take break after doing the 3D part of this building. Okay. So no issue. Okay. Okay, guys.
Uh,
So yes.
Please go ahead. Sorry for the
Okay.
interruption.
No issue. No issue. No issue. Okay, everyone. So now we have the layout for the whole building. Like what I'm assuming you are getting my point, whatever I am explaining. If you have any confusion regarding any of the thing, you can note it down in your notebook that you have. I believe you have any notebook, and you can just put in the chat box when I'll turn on the Q&A section. Okay, and then you will be able to like I'll revert back to your questions also, and I'll come back to the project and explain you whatever your question is. Okay, so I'll suggest you to note down your questions, not put in the chat box at this point of time. Whenever it is asked to put your question in the chat box, then putting that question will be a good option, I think. Okay, now I have to give the exterior wall and interior wall configuration to the building, or if I am doing any what I say partition using glass also. So I'll be doing all those things here. If I am doing partition using air curtains, I'll be doing all those things here itself. What I have to do. Okay, one more thing I have just missed out here is like I have like this much number of walls here. And now I have to create the wall for level 1 also, because I have created like wall for level 2 only, not level 1. So you can see these walls are on the level 1 only, level 2 only. These are not on the level sorry, on the level 2 only, and these are not on the level 1. So in order to draw those lines on the level 1, what I have to do, I have one option here, that is copy. Here it is asking copy perimeter from level 2. Okay, and here I will go to level 1 and just copy perimeter from level 2 and paste it here. Yes, here it is. Now if I'll do it, copy all walls from level 2, it will be like this. I have got all these things here on my level also. Okay, this was one thing that I messed out, so I think it's now okay. Now what I have to do, I have to just give configuration to these walls also. So how will I do that? Like what I'll do, I'll create groups of the wall. Like here, you will see here, edit groups here. You will see like edit wall groups. So there are two walls. One is default wall and other is air wall. So what air wall is actual, it's air curtain that we use in our HVAC system to create the to balance the temperature difference so that we do not lose our cool air. Okay. Due to the opening of door and all that. So this is actually air wall. HAP is referring that as an air wall, but I have to create new wall type that is exterior wall, or that is interior wall, or that is glass wall, whatever that thing is, glass partition, whatever that is over there. You just have to click here on add, and you'll get here name wall group 3. I'm going to rename it as my exterior wall. Okay. Exterior wall. Here it is, exterior wall. And again, I'm going to create another wall that is interior wall. Interior wall. One more option, let me add another wall that is gonna be glass partition, glass wall. Okay, like we may have glass in the our HVAC building also. So I have just created these different types of wall. Just what you have to do is just click on close, and you are done with your wall types. You have multiple wall groups here, but I'll have to assign those things to my building also. So what I'll do, I'll just click on assign. Let me firstly assign the exterior wall. Tap here. This color will represent the exterior wall. So I'm just tapping here. I just have to tap on these walls. It will by automatically select these walls as exterior walls. Wherever there is any wall reaching to these wall, it is actually breaking the exterior wall to that point. Like you can see, if I'll tap here, it will be constructing a wall from this point to this point only. Okay, so all these things are actually taken care in the HAP, which is actually good thing of the HAP, that they have taken care of all these precise things also. So that's actually a good point here. You just have to select only all these points, and I think your exterior wall is ready to proceed. Okay. I think I have like concluded the exterior wall. Let me make it as a air wall, because we need somewhere air type partition, air walls also. So let me make it as a air wall. This is my air wall. Now rest of the walls I'm gonna give them interior wall, or glass wall. Like this wall, I'm gonna make it as a glass wall, and somewhere here, like where I'm gonna make that here. Uh, Make it as a glass wall, glass wall, glass wall, glass wall, glass wall. Okay. Next, let me assign some other walls, interior walls here. The rest of the walls are actually interior walls for me. So I'm gonna assign all these things. Okay. Like I have assigned all these walls to the building. Like I think everything has been assigned here. Okay, here is it. Now we are done with like wall assigning walls to everywhere, to the building. Now one thing that I have actually done previously, like I have copied all these walls to the another level. So I have to again do that thing, actually level 2, copy wall perimeters from level 1, and done, and copy wall from level 1, and that's also done. Okay, that's done here. Now like I am done with the boundary of my building. I'll have to proceed to the openings of the building. Like we were considering the windows and the door openings, wall openings, and all those items we have to cover up in our this system. Okay. So what you will do, you will just click on the opening section here. Now we are done with the boundary lines and all those things. You just have to click on the opening here, that is here, like click on the openings, and you will be able to see there's nothing like window or any other option are not here, like window, door, any leakage and all those options are here. So even if you are tapping here on the add option, you will not able to see window opening. There are no window openings to copy from, door openings, nothing. You will not be able to see anything over here. So what you can do, you can just click on edit list option, and you will see this interface here. It is saying one first option is our single window. This is our stacked window, in which our windows are stacked over one another, and this one is our your skylight option, and here you have door option. So if you want to add doors to your building, if you want to add windows to your building, if you want to add stack building or skylight, whatever you want to add in your building, you will be able to add all these things using this feature only. Okay, so what you have to do, just click on this window option. I'm proceeding with on window here. Okay, and it will by default ask like window 2. So I'm gonna name it as okay, let me keep it as window 2 only. If exterior shade is there, then I'll have to give the size of the exterior shade and all those, which I'm not gonna give here because that's again gonna take a time. And I believe you understand what does the exterior shade means. Like if my window is of this side, there is something that is hanging in front of the above the window to give shade to your window. This is what our exterior shade is, and you just have to give the size of the of that shade. So I'm not going to do that here. You just have to click here, like give the size of your window. Like if I am just giving the size of my window somewhere around 7 feet width, and height of my window gonna be again 7 feet of the height. Elevation I'm gonna give it from 2 feet. It's okay, from 2 feet. Okay, one window I have chosen. Let me choose another window of window 3, which this one is saying. And again it's width, make it of width, what do you say, 10 feet. Okay, 10 feet window, and this is of 7 feet height. Again, I have just created two dummy windows which I'm going to use in the building to create my like building in the 3D way. Okay, now I am done with the sizing of the window. If you want to create doors here, you can make a door here. Like I'm just making one door here. Door one, size of my door will be somewhere around, let me make it 8 feet width, and height's also gonna be 7 feet of the height. It may vary for as per your requirement. I'm not gonna go deeper into that part. Like what's the size of my building? All these things will be given to you in the architectural part and IT part of the from the client. You will be able to receive all those things. So what you can do, you can proceed with those detailed designing, and you have to design your system with that precision. Again, I am saying you are not going to do the way I am doing this thing. Like I am just trying to cover up this part here in the webinar itself. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just create a dummy door again here. Okay, so just click on close, and you now you in the add option, you will be able to see there are windows and doors in the building that you have to put here. So if I see at the layout, there are windows here. So I'm just gonna mark all those windows here. Window one, again I have to add window two here. Whatever size is the window, I'm not gonna do into again a deeper part of that thing. Okay, so what I am gonna do, I am gonna just select here and copy it, just paste here, paste, paste, paste here. Window, this is of 3 by 7. Here is it, window 3. Okay, here is it. Let's have a look what's problem coming over here. It was actually coming on the wall, that's why it was creating a scene. Now I have to. If anything comes in the red, which means there is something error over there. Okay, that's it. Like I'm choosing yeah, copy again. Best option I have. Again, the wall should be here, which has actually been marked by me here only. So I'm proceeding with that also. Okay, I am inserting wall here because you can see this is your entrance point. So I'm gonna add a wall door here. So my door is gonna be here. Okay, my door again. I have to proceed with the windows because there's lots of window in this building. Okay, let me add another window. Window two. Okay, so like I am done with windows, whatever are there. So I have like uh, made the window here. So I don't have option to copy all these windows from level 2 to level 1. Like the way for walls and all these things, I was having option to copy from floor to floor. I don't have option to copy anything from one floor to another. So that's one of the thing that I think needs to be improved in the HAP 6.2, and I believe that will be added in the next update. That is not here. So what I have to do, I have to put windows here again on the level 1 also. I'm just gonna make mark some windows here only, because it's actually very much time taking, so I'm not gonna waste my time here, not do just tapping here all at all these points. Okay, so I believe like you are getting what I mean to say here, like how will you mark your windows here, and how will you mark your doors over here. Okay, so this is your level 1, and I believe I need to mark the door here at least on the level 1 and remove it from the level 2, because you'll not get your door on the level 2 here. Okay, oh, these both the floors are actually of ground floor, no issue. You can add your floor whatever is there. So this is I have marked all these things. I have taken care of all the walls, and I have taken care of levels. I have taken care of openings. All these things are now done. Now I am ready to get the 3D view of my building. You can see the building is now ready. Like I have not marked any window in the ground floor. You can see no, like I have marked few 1 2 3 windows here that are here, and the lower level is actually completely closed without any window. But the upper level is filled with windows, as I have marked in my openings section in the second floor. There I have marked the windows, and in the ground floor, like that is our level 1, I have marked only 3 windows and 1 door, and you can see in the 3D that the door is actually visible here, and these 3 windows that I have marked in the level 1 are also visible here. So I believe you are getting how to create a 3D model of your whole building here. Using HAP 6.2, how will you be able to make the 3D model of the whole building? I believe you got to understand how your building will look like. Whatever will be there, it will be in the 3D parts. So, like there is one thing that's coming here. You can see there is a slight mistake here, that while drawing the line, as I was not doing with the precision. So this is what happened here. Let me show you what is this, and here is it. Like my wall is here and this wall is here, so that's why this thing is coming into the line. Like why am I not able to move it? Okay, here is it. Okay, so you can see this is what here is it. So I believe you have understood how to create the 3D model using HAP 6.2, and there is I think nothing more to do here in creating the 3D model, and we are done with creating 3D model, and just you have to uh, see here, like it is saying that validation errors. So in the 3D model there's no any validation error over here in your 3D model. You just have to click on OK, and you'll be able to uh, proceed with the next part of the calculation. Like we have assigned the wall exterior and interior wall, but we have not given assigned the properties to those walls, like of what material, what is the thickness of walls, and all those things that we were doing in the previous version. We are not done with that thing here. So now we have to do that thing here in the next part. So I am just putting pressing OK here and saving the building. It is now saved, and now you will be doing all the thing. I'll just take a 5 minutes break here, and then after I'll continue again with doing the same. Imran sir, are you available here? Imran sir, are you available?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just taking 5 minutes break, and after that I'll again proceed with this. In between, if you guys have any question, you can put it here, and our team will respond, revert back to you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, so thank you so much. So I'll start the timer. Meanwhile, you can uh, write in the chat. Our another expert, Sanal Rahman, is available with us. He will respond to your queries. And yeah, so meanwhile, I have is that almost is almost 50% more than 50% covered. So I am just starting the form for collection of the certificate. So you can able to see in the chat window there. So just fill that form so that you can able to get your certificate by the end of this week. I am just pasting it. And meanwhile, I'm also starting the timer. Let us know if you face any issues in submitting the form. This is a form, so that we can able to get that your name and details, and accordingly, our team will proceed to provide you the certificate over the email. So please fill this form. This will not take more than 10 seconds. And another thing is that after filling the form, just let us know in the chat that hey, Comfort Design team, I have submitted the form, and so that or just put the thumbs up there, we can able to get it. Hi team, I need to understand with technology upgrade happening every year, does Beam have the capabilities for design and drawing MVP calculation? So yeah, so I think we will discuss in the Q&A section this question. Sir, please send the form. Okay. Form link, yeah. So form link is I'm pasting it here, Abhishek. You can able to see. Right now I have tested it. Okay, done. Caustic done, great. So yeah. Meanwhile, take a short
Imran sir,
5. Yeah.
just confirm that about video recorded session. They are
Oh, great.
asking
Great.
regularly.
Yeah, sure. So, guys, for regarding the recorded sessions, yeah, we do provide the recorded session. It will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, Comfort Design YouTube channel available. Uh, and Suresh, okay, Suresh, let me just paste that form link again. Okay, no issues. And okay, just let us know in the chat window. Yeah, form link is available in the chat window. Just scroll up or scroll down again. Just ping that. I'll paste it again. Another thing, quick update regarding that recording. We do provide the recording, and it will be available on our Comfort Design YouTube channel. Location will be on a YouTube channel, and I am also providing the link uh, because we regularly do update videos there as well. So if you subscribe, you will get a useful content related to industries and industry experts. Similar sessions we do organize. So recording will be available there. I am just copy pasting the link of our YouTube channel. Do subscribe there. You will get a useful content. Yeah. So wait and yeah. So Okay, I already filled a form. Has been submitted. Great, Asif. Got it. Your response. Can you please link for the certificate? Okay, love to see. I love to. Okay, yeah. So meanwhile, can anyone can copy paste that? If you have, anyone can have in their clipboard. You can also copy paste that. Someone is looking for the link. I need to check again. Okay, Anisur Rahman, form link, both link is available. Great, Rian and Anisur. Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Is, Javed, you can able to check that link of Rian, Mohammed Rian. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Uh, I'm sorry if I couldn't. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Oh, great. So, we will so like allow okay, so, share the software link. So we do take care in frequently asked questions. So usually this is a vendor provided vendor. So ideally you should directly contact that, put it on Google, and we are not the authorized partner to provide you the software for that. However, we will guide you. For educational purposes, where you can able to get that information, so for learning purposes, yeah, we will. You can Yusufa, you can able to contact the Comfort Design team. And that team detail is in the chat, pin chat. Pin chat is available. Yeah, sir, share the building floor plan PDF. So Elias, I'll provide this feedback to our team, and we have noted on your yeah, noted down your mail as well. We will ask that if it's permissible for us, our instructor will share with that. However, directly you can able to request these information to Comfort Design team, and that information is available in the pinned chat comment section. Mobile number is there, WhatsApp contact detail is there, so you can able to ask directly on that as well. So let me check that how much time we have in the timer. I start. Okay, it's up. It's already 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, can I get a confirmation from our instructor? Our instructor back available.
Yes, we can proceed. Yeah, yes,
Oh,
we can
great,
proceed.
great. Okay.
Like
Okay, so yeah.
what I have noticed, Imran sir, like my background was actually saying wrong comfort design. It was mirrored image. Now I am just turning on my camera. And can you confirm it is visible to you in a correct way? Not correct way?
Any other participant also confirm that in the chat? Yeah. Okay. No. Abdullah. No.
Is this okay now? Okay. I believe this is okay
Yes.
now.
Yes. Abdullah. Yeah. Multiple confirmation. Oh, great. Great. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So why were you so see, looking at the mirror image of comfort design? No issue. Let me proceed with that. Uh, let's come back to our topic. That is app. Is my screen visible to you? Like, I believe my screen is visible to you, Imran sir. Can you confirm?
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
Okay. Now, as of now, we are done with the like our modeling part. One question I have find in the chat was very interesting that he was asking for the roof plan. So for the roof, again, I'll just go back to the 3D part here. You just have to tap on here, and in the floor plans, if you have your terrace plan or roof plan, you can add a PDF of the roof. And again, in the level section, you'll get one option to here occupiable or roof. You have to just choose roof and say okay, and like roof above whichever level, like let me add again here, like I am just deleting this part here. Let me add it back. Just see here, add. I have to choose the roof, and like above which level my roof is. If it is level above level 1 and level 2, I'll have to choose that. Like my roof is gonna be above level 2, so I'll choose a roof above level 2 here, and then select okay. My roof above level RAL2 में डाल दिया, roof above level 2 here. Okay, and just click okay. my roof is here, and I'll have to choose that plan like the way we have chosen our levels, like our floor plans for ground level and first floor. If we'll have already uploaded that thing here in the floor plans for the terrace level, then we'll be able to add that thing here, and the system will work like the same. Okay, that was a good thing, and I think I have cleared your doubt for that thing also. Okay, so let's proceed with the next thing that we have. We have a space model here. This is a very interesting thing here that we have to actually work on now. Actually, this is not too new thing here. So like you'll see here the space model name, whatever you are going to give here, and it is asking for the building that you are going to do space modeling. So I am doing the space modeling for the ABB building. So I'll just tap here on ABB, and it will be good to go. Now what I have to do, I have to choose the space for the whole building. Like I have very less amount of time, so I'll not go naming all these zones. Like you can see there are somewhere around 46 zones with their different. So I'll explain you how to fill up all these data here. Like you have all these rooms, like the way we have selected AHU room, breakout area, breakout BSNL room, BSNL combined conference entrance, and any all these rooms we have assigned over here. So now we have to give assign the type of the those properties, because we have not assigned any type to those rooms. Like if we are saying it's entrance, then it's entrance, but just it's written as an entrance. It is not defined by me, like what type of entrance this is, what is this gonna serve for. Like name may be entrance, but there may be another services of the zone. So let me deep diver into that thing so that you can understand what I am trying to explain here. Like if I have a combined conference room here, okay, I'm just assigning to that like breakout area. I have HU room. I'm not gonna do that for that. I have breakout area. So what I can see, like it is saying the level wise. So let me just uh, filter it out. Like I have filter option in every section. So I'll do just filter out only level 1 here, and just apply. So you can see I am able to see the all the items from the level 1. Okay, so I have workstation 2 here. I'll just again I have options to filter all these things are here, and the floor area filtration option here. So I have multiple like filtration options here. State space type here. The like I have not assigned any space to any of the room. That's why it is like we have only one option, that is none. So I have to assign the spaces to do this zone. Like if this is a workstation, so how will this workstation gonna be served for? Like I have to click on here none, and you will get a drop down here. You just have to click on that part, and you have to choose like what is the purpose of this room, the way we were doing in the manual heat load calculation, or in the Excel sheet, or you can see in the previous like heat load sheet. So you have to choose this part the way you were doing for the previous systems. So like I have to just choose here somewhere, like what do you say? What's the purpose of this room? It is a computer room, so you can choose it like a computer room. Okay, you have again workstation 2. You have to choose it like computer room. So I have like options to do that thing. So what you can do, like uh, I have multiple rooms. So I believe like all these rooms are for the computer center. I know that is not for computer room, but just let's assume that all these room are computer rooms. So what I can do, I can just select tab here and choose copy, and select all these items. I'm gonna select here and paste here. So what will happen? The zone will by default be defined as computer rooms. Again, I am just telling you that these rooms are not going to serve as a computer room, but still I am assigning a space type to the computer room. That's why what I am doing, I am just trying to cover more things by doing all these calculation. Again, the calculation will be wrong here. You have to choose for breakout area. You should have to choose here a breakout area itself. Like if you have any breakout area or laundry and all these, like you have anything like that, here break rooms, and all others. You have to choose all those spaces as per your requirements. Okay, now you will be able to see here that outside here requirements are fixed. It has a HAP have already calculated as per the ASHRAE standard that we have chosen in the initial at the starting of the lecture or the of this webinar. We have decided like we will be going with the latest ASHRAE standard, latest lead ratings, and all these parameters that we have chosen in the latest, it has been chosen by default from the HAP 6.2. Okay, now we are having all these things here in as per the that thing. Okay, like everything, like whatever is our requirement, like LPD, power, watts, unit, scheduling of all those items are here. But we have power multiplier, like for the ceiling lights and all those items. We have power multipliers here, illumination, set point, and all these things are given over here. If we have like any task lighting, if you want to make some changes, like you are having some task light in any specific room with some a specific watt per square feet, or you can change the unit to some specific watts, like you have any equipment load with 500 watts, you can say you can give input to that thing also. Okay, and like this is what you can do. Like if you're going to use have a bulb of 12 watt, you can choose that thing also. Okay, so watt per square feet is one thing that you can do. Again, you have electrical equipment that you have to choose. You can choose like in every room what is the load of the electrical equipment that you are going to get. You can keep it into the watt per square feet, or you can choose into the watts as per your information that you have available to proceed with that thing. Okay, you can choose all those things, and again you can see here it is saying 90.1 office light electrical. So what schedule this is fine, this is following the ASHRAE's 90.1 standard of office building having light and electrical standards. So it is actually following. If you feel like you need to add any other assembly, any other schedule in any of the section, you just have to click on the tap on the schedule part and just create new schedule, and like fractional, and you have to assign you just have to assign all those the way we were assigning our profiles to in the previous HAP versions. Like we were just selecting our profiles and giving time, like our system will be not working from 0 to 8 or any hours. It was in our way of like designing all those like choosing the working hour of my system. So this is how we will be creating the system uh, in this HAP 6.2. So it's all like the previous version. So I'm not diving deeper into this thing because as you know, we have very limited amount of time and we have to cover up all the parts. At least we have to reach to get the report to the point where we will be able to get the report. So I'm trying to reach to that point with explaining all the importance and the major updates that we have got into the 6.2. I'm not diving deeper into the points that were previously available in the previous versions of the HAP. So this is what obviously the motto of this webinar is also. So I believe you are understanding what this thing is actually, how we have to create a new schedule. This is our new schedule, hourly profile and assignments, like when these things will be on profile 1 and when these things will be on profile 2. I believe you are all aware about this thing. Okay, so this is what I am gonna do. I have to just choose any of the office electrical occupancy, whatever is here, lights, and again office lights electrical. Okay, then occupancy, if you have any a specific number of people in the room, then you will have to choose the people. If you have you are doing general calculation with like square feet per person, like if you have one person at 250 square feet, or one person at 500 square feet, it's up to you how you will be doing that. But as per ASHRAE and general calculation, it is that it have just decided the occupancy to 250 square feet per person. Okay, this is how have done the calculation for these things. Now it's time for the occupants. I think we are done with that. Again, occupancy level is also done as per the ASHRAE standards 90.1. Again, you will move with the sensible and cooling load, like you can give the sensible uh, loads, sensible loads here, like if here nothing here marked in the layout, you just have to add all these things here again with proceeding with all these things. Like I'm not giving name to all these things, that's why it is saying error. Like if I'll change the name of this system anything like XYZ, it will say it will be okay, it will be happy with the HAP, like it's okay, XYZ schedule is okay, and how many BTU per hour is like 0. What I say 0.4 BTU per hour if my system is, or 4 BTU per hour, or whatever the sensible load is in the room we have, we will be able to catch up with that thing. Like I'm not giving any value over here. Okay, you can get as per your requirement, as per the input that you have got from your client end, or from the consultant, from the like client end, or the contractor, whoever have given you the input for all these things. You will be able to calculate all these things. Obviously all these things were in the previous version, so I'm not gonna deep dive again. I am just mentioning all those things. Cooling airflow requirement, if you want any of to add on the cooling airflow requirement or ACPH in the infiltration section, like as you all know what infiltration is, like the air that is coming from the doors, window, and all these leakages comes under the section of infiltration, can be added over here. So I am not doing all these things here in a more deeper way, so I have to actually finish all these things quickly. So I'm just trying to cover up all those things here. So I believe you do understand what are the things here in the space model system. And now I have to just click on OK. It will be done space modeling. Now you have to move to the system. If you'll double click on the system, you have to choose the system which you are going to work on. So I'm just gonna choose it as any of the system, like HVAC system. I'm saying naming the system as HVAC system, or package unit system, or chilled water system, VAV system, VRV system, whatever I am choosing. I can name the name. I can give the name to the system. I'm just giving name it as a HVAC. Now equipment type, the type of equipment that I'm gonna choose over here, I'll be choosing here with the option that I have available. Like it is undefined. So I'll tap here and I'll choose, like, let me proceed with chilled water air handling unit. So I'll choose a chilled water air handling unit, and I'm going with VAV system. Space model, again default space model that I have already marked over here there, without changing the name. Okay, so this is this default space model. Again, system components are here. If you want to make any changes from the default, you can just tap on these thing. Like if you are going to use economizer, that's not actually being used in India. We rarely use that thing. It's economizers are used in the Gulf region. So if you are using economizer, you just have to tick mark this thing, and again do the upper cutoff or lower cutoff temperature. You have to just set that point. These are the basic settings that you can do. Like I'm just tapping on all these points, and I believe you'll be able to understand all these things. Like energy recovery system, if you have if you are using that thing, you can proceed with that pre-cool coil. If you are using preheat coil and all these things, whatever you are using in your system, you can just choose all those things. Okay, one thing, like if you are doing humidification, there must be some set point after which you need the humidification, or there must be a set point after which you need the dehumidification. In the duct system, duct leakage, you just have to choose all these things over here in the general like system components over here. Now again, you have zone components where you will be able you will be getting a chance to add all the zones. So I have no zone available currently, like zone system components. Let me proceed. I think I have made some mistake here, that's why I'm not getting my zone here. So I have to actually add a zone here, the way we were doing in the previous version. So let me take a look at what's happening in the zone section. Let me save it as okay. Okay, for thermostat, I have not added any schedule over here. Let me add a schedule. Thermostat, the way we were doing in the previous version of app, I'm not assigning the time again, all those things. I'm just proceeding with the thermostat schedule. Okay, this is okay. We are done with that thing. Again, we have one thing, that is our plant. We have to just choose the plant type. What's our plant is, it's not going to impact on our heat load. If you let me tell you that we are done with heat load calculation. These are the newly addition. Like to choose the plant, like how my plant room will be, what will be the type of the plant room that we that were not initially into the HAP. Like we were not choosing the chiller plant room with changeover plant room, heat recovery plant room. All those systems were not there. So let me go with the generic chill water plant rooms. And the system, like let me make it as a plant one, name it as a plant one, because I am following the uh, like not a good way to say, like I'm not following any standard to give the name to everything. I am just proceeding with the default system. So let me name it as a plant one and system. Like I have one default system space model here that I have to tap here and add. Now it has been added to my system and I am done. Again, service water and all these things are not gonna be here. Like we are designing the chilled water system. If we were designing the again the hot water line and all those systems, we will get all these things to be activated over here that we have not chosen. Okay, now you just have to click on OK and you are done with plant also. You have alternatives option which where you will get like plant if you want to give any alternate plant option. Like if you have design, if you know that your building heat load will be around 200 to 300 TRs or 150 to 300 TR, you have two options available. Like you can go with the VRV system or you can go with the what do you say, chilled water system, or like chillers and all the system you have. So you can create an alternate system of the your HVAC system. Like you can proceed with VRV also and a chilled water system also. Like I have chosen chilled water system for the previous version. Now I can choose it as a VRV system also. Okay, now for the plant, I have to just put the plant one into that thing and it will be added. System selection again, I have not done all those things here. That's why it is not asking. But again, I have just given it as a HVAC in a simple system. Okay, now again we are done with all these things. What one thing that we need to add on over here is like here one alternatives are a default alternate system. Now everything in the building it is actually as per the previous version of app. You can see all the, you can add all those things. If you don't want to create the space model in 3D, you can proceed with giving the wall details the way you were having in the initial. But again, we have not assigned the wall properties, roof properties, ceiling properties to it. Now you have to just do all these things over here. Okay, so again we have got the wall interior and exterior wall the way we have interior wall and all those walls we have got here that we have marked into that thing. We just have to choose our interior wall or exterior wall, whatever wall we are going to make. We have to choose our interior wall and give the properties of the wall, and to in order to get the U values of those walls over here. You just have to click on this and you have to select the material out of which your wall has been created, and all these things are here. In multiple system you can choose all those things. Okay, actually I am being a little fast in this system. The reason behind that is I believe you are all well aware about the HAP system as per the previous version. If you are not well aware about that thing, then I believe, I know it will be hard for you to understand how these things are happening, because HAP is one of the most important software in order to calculate the heat load. You may have E20 sheet, that is Excel sheet, or you may have the train and trace, but HAP is the widely used software in the industry. So at this point of time, I'll suggest you to learn HAP previous versions also. So like that will be okay. Or if you want to learn the HAP 6.2 deeper, you can contact with any of the institutions whoever are providing the training sessions. Even you can reach out to the Comfort Design itself. They'll give you the detailed training of all these things. Obviously covering all these things in 2 hours was not possible. So in 2 hours I have tried to cover up all the points that are newly introduced. But if you wish to learn the details with detailing of the HAP 6.2, it needs some time of at least 2 week and all that. With 1 hours every day, you will be able to understand the details. If you are not well aware about how to do the heat load calculation using HAP, so I know it is difficult for you. So if you are not previously aware about HAP, well, I understand you may have a lot of question in your mind running. So that cannot be even cleared in 1 or 2 hours. Okay, so like I am just creating a dummy heat load here also. So I have just assigned the wall assembly here. I need to choose the roof here. Whatever is the, I am just proceeding with the default system of the roof. Ceiling, like I have not assigned the ceiling to the building. Again, still I am giving the U value to the ceilings also. Okay, and floor also. For the floor, I am just proceeding with default floor system over here. I believe we are done with the heat load calculation using HAP 6.2. These were the inputs like U value. In order to calculate U value for the wall, like for this wall, I'll just discuss a little bit point. Like we'll be considering all those things the way we were considering, and we got the U value for this wall as 0.305, which is supposed to be done by choosing like layer one of the wall or the central layer of the wall or the last layer of the wall. Like if I say that like this is the what do you say, plastering material, this is your masonry unit, this is your plastering material, and inner resistance and outer resistance are your like air that is inside the building or that is outside the building. These are the things that uh, are actually the part of your wall also, that is actually resisting the temperature to move from one zone to another. This is what actually this thing is. So I'm just moving with the default system. I'm not adding any new system over here. Okay, so I'm done with the heat load calculation of the building. I believe you guys have understood how the system is actually working. What are the new thing? Actually, the major addition in this HAP 6.2 is the space model, and rest the items are almost similar. There are some changes, and there are some changes which are into the deeper part, which cannot be discussed in some time. So that's why I have not covered all those parts also. So I'll just try to get the report of whatever we have done here. So in order to get the report, you have just have to click here, view design reports, and you will be able to see VRV and HVAC system here. Okay, just click on preview, and you, okay, there comes an error. So why this error is coming, let me tell you one thing. Like we have not considered any of the data with the correct way, in a correct way. That's why there are few errors coming. Let's see at the error report what the error report is saying. If we were having we have calculated the heat load using the exact information in the we were doing the precise calculation, this error was supposed not to come here in the system. So what I will do, I'll just take a look at the error report, because this thing I have like very rarely covered this thing, because in most of the heat load, while giving training to the students, what we do precise calculation in their trainings, and what happens at that point of time in doing the precise calculation, we don't get errors generally. So this is the error that I am getting. I believe this is the first time I am getting. So we'll generate the error report, how this what error actually is coming here in this project that I have all created using raw data. Okay, so what I have to do is just click on S, and it will give me multiple errors that I have not actually assigned. Like I have not assigned zone to any room in the second floor level and all those things. This is what they are saying. Like I have not given I have not assigned any space to the trench area, entrance area, combined conference, washroom, and all those. I have, obviously I have mentioned in the initial that I have not mentioned all those things. So these are the actually your error reports. But if the heat load calculation was done correctly, then I believe you may have the report, actually heat load report from the HAP 6.2, which unfortunately we have not got here because of the raw data and all those things. That's why this is actually happening. If I proceed with the plant reports and preview again, it will say the error that's happening because of all those data that we have entered here. This is only because of the data that we have entered. So points to note over here are like why all these errors are coming and how to tackle all these things. The only option that we have available is we have to proceed with like doing the heat load calculation in a correct way. To do that thing, you first thing that you have to keep in your mind while doing heat load calculation using HAP is you should follow the steps very precisely, because in doing heat load calculation, okay, one guy asked a question, can you remove these errors one at a time? Generate the report. Like there are around, I believe, here the Excel sheet, the sheet was saying around somewhere around 40-50 errors were there. So I believe remove in order to remove those errors, it will take around 2-3 hours. So I'll not go into that part. But that error was supposed not to be here because we were doing heat load here. I have not given the inputs in a correct way. to he in this session. That's why we have got all these errors here into the model. And if you will put all these data in a very precise way, in a correct way, you'll be able to get all these information correctly, and you will be able to create those items in a correct way. Okay. Now, I'll move to the question and answer sections. If you have any doubts, I'll suggest you to just put your doubts in the chat box itself. I will revert back to your doubts. Also, uh, I am not going to make you unmute, because if I'll make you unmute, what will happen? Yes.
So just want to add, if you want to come on mic, you can raise your hand. You can able to see that there's an option raise a hand symbol, and we will give you the mic access. Means that our instructor can give you, or as a support team, I'll provide you. We can able to understand that who wanted to be on come on mic. Otherwise, you if you are not comfortable, put your question on the chat. I can able to see that one want to come on the uh, mic. So just I am giving him, and I will go back to unmute, and our instructor will continue. So just
Yes, Varun.
Varun, you can able to unmute yourself. I already provided you mic access.
Okay, hi. Is my voice audible now?
Yes, yes, you are absolutely all.
Sir, actually, hi. This is I'm calling you from. I'm in connection. I'm connected to you from Chandigarh. So my question is, since the technology is upgrading so fast nowadays, na? Earlier you used
Right.
to do designing part, then drafting part. Now it has gone mostly software part. Now things has gone into softwares
Yes.
now.
Okay.
Because I keep following comfort design, na? So there is something coming up. BIM is coming up. So I've already posted my question there also in chat box also. I'm reiterating the same question. So is it like as technology is upgrading, so should we go for a BIM? Is it a BIM? Does BIM has that kind of a capability? It is able to design and draft everything like?
If like you are talking about different thing, like BIM is a software that we use to do the modeling of our layouts. Okay, but in using BIM software, like if I talk about Revit modeling, so in Revit we have option to do heat load calculation. Okay, but now at this point of time, Revit have not that much option available to the precise heat load calculation. That why the heat load calculation of the Revit is at this point of time not acceptable anywhere. But I believe in the upcoming days that will be upgraded with some like better tools, better options, like the way HAP has been improved. That option will be there, and I believe the Revit will be upgraded, and the whole BIM sector will give you the calculation option also. But again, in order to the precise and deep calculation, you have to come to the base. Like if you want to do the drafting of any building, you have to come to the AutoCAD, because the initial, the base of the all 3D modeling, 2D drafting and all these things is AutoCAD. So in order to understand the industry or the system, you need to understand the basic calculation of anything. HAP and the BIM, talking about the BIM in the HVAC part, that will help you out in the future, and that will be helpful. I believe that in 5 to 10 years, you will get to know, you will get options of heat load calculation and pump bed calculation, ESP calculation, whatever thing is required in the HVAC part, you will be getting all those options in the BIM softwares itself. But again, for the deeper understanding and the precise calculation, you will have to come to the specific softwares or the specific ways of calculation. I believe I have answered your question, Varun.
Yeah, got it, got it. Thank you.
Okay. I can see in the chat box that there is one question like
One
how.
thing, Irfan, I can able to see that Iftikhar sir is also here. Those who don't know, Iftikhar sir is director and founder of Comfort Design. And this is his vision to provide that such type of trainings and webinar program to industries expert. So because he has a very vast experience in this industry, is almost a decade, more than a decade. So I just wanted to his point of view on this related to the upcoming challenges or upcoming features in Beam. So he want to convey like a few words and shed some lights on this. I already provided that presenter and unmute access. If the car sir, you can able to hear me, uh, and if you already heard the question,
Thank you. Thank you, Imran. Thank you for the introduction. A very good evening to each and everyone. I believe that today's session is very much fruitful, and everyone has just taken out the best of this webinar. And the questions, the way the questions are coming out from the participants, it really seems that they have just shown a very deep interest in the design and this energy simulation of the HAP software. So definitely the question that Varun has just asked, it is very much relevant in today's scenarios as the things are being updated day by day. So as we all know that the BIM has just taken a place of AutoCAD. However, for the basics, as Mr. Irfan said, that the basics we have to do it on the CAD itself. But for the advanced version, for the clash detection, we would be using Navisworks. So BIM, definitely BIM is the future. But at present, BIM it is not being used for the designing part. It is used for the modeling part as of now. The industry is accepting BIM as a only as a modeling part. So we would be in the coming years we it might be like that we would be having some newly added features which can help us in the design part also, and let's see. But as of now, the design is something that we have to do it from different softwares. Just like for load calculations we'd be using HAP software is there. Similar software similar to HAP, we have Trace 700 and Elite is also there. So different softwares are there for the heat load calculations are there. In a similar way, uh, we have for duct sizers, pipe sizers. But coming to the point again that duct sizers only can do the duct sizing. For the static pressure calculation, we have to do the manual calculation only. So there are few things, Mr. Varun, that for the design we have to go into the engineering and we have to start from the very basics.